I know you wanna leave. But I refuse to let you go. Is this working? What's going on, you beautiful people? Beautiful people. Beautiful people. Why are you all so beautiful? What's going on? Alright, let me see something. Hold on. Alright, we can turn down that game volume. What's going on? We got an update. We are farmers. Do 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 do. You'll ever see that commercial? I gotta turn my lights on. What's going on? Oh my god, there's so many beautiful people. It's upsetting. You know what the difference between cats and Persuade streams actually start. You know what else is the difference between cats and Persuadable? Persuadable was the best thief player when it actually mattered. Oh, he's gonna be upset. He's gonna be upset. You know the difference between cats and Persuadable is? Persuadable was the #1 thief player when the game was popular. Oh my god, I wish he was in chat right now. You'd be losing his shit. How are you guys doing? Oh man. Oh, and then it hit you, right, Duncan? What's going on? How you guys all doing? I love Cat. I love Cat so much. I really do. We always pick fun at each other, but that guy is like my brother. I love him. Oh, Cat's is doing his homework, by the way. That's so responsible of him. He's I'm not about to make this a Cat's roasting session. It's just so easy because like every conversation, like if it's like a real conversation, we'll be like, yo, I gotta talk to you about some real stuff, and it's like, you know, straight business, like straight, like, all right, like what do we gotta talk about? Like, are you okay? Stuff like that. But like the majority of oh man, he's so funny. Yo, we got an update. We're getting Gravekeeper. God, that was so confusing for the longest time. I wasn't sure if it was Gravekeeper or Gravedigger. There was so many different variations, and you know, I came out. I had a translator who said it was Gravekeeper, so I kept going with that. But then other people kept calling it Gravedigger, and my translator is better than all of yours. Boom. So I'm excited for Gravekeeper. Very excited for Gravekeeper. He's gonna be annoying for hunters to deal with for sure. To be honest, so. We'll see how that works out. I mean, you know, it's going to be interesting on the strategy to use. I was thinking, right? I was thinking about a strategy using Gravekeeper. Now, you guys know that I play with him on the test server. Now, you got to be careful when you're using Gravekeeper because, you know, you have characters who can pop him out. You know, I wonder if Bonbon's going to be a crazy counter to him. Because you just throw a bomb and it, you know, presumably would pop them up. But you gotta be careful about characters like Bonbon. Gotta be careful about characters like Gamekeeper, Ripper, who can, you know, use an ability to pop you up and then follow it with a regular hit. Right? So Gravedigger, Gravekeeper, shit. I'm gonna do this the whole time. I already know it. Can be countered by certain hunters. But for the hunters that don't have like those special abilities, I kind of like think of Lizard Man early game, you know, I don't think his jump does damage right away, right? Think of, I mean, even to a degree, Anne, right? Anne has to hit you with a regular attack. So think about those, think of Geisha, think of those characters that, think of Photographer to a degree, I get, even Photographer, yeah. And with those characters, you know what's going to be super funny is that if Gravekeeper uses a left to right build, right? I thought of this like weird little strategy. Because you're underground. I'm not sure if it's been nerfed. I don't think it's been nerfed, but you're underground for 20 seconds. Right? I think it's about 20 seconds, right? I think your ability lasts for up to 20 seconds. It's crazy. Can you imagine Tight Kite and Shaq, right? Not taking any damage. Tight Kite and Shaq. And then you go underground and you wait by the window. Now, for the killers, or the hunters rather, that can't use an ability, they have to use a regular attack. And imagine if you just dig a hole and then you chill there by a window and you wait for the hunter to attack you. Now, if the hunter doesn't attack you, you waste 20 seconds. Hunter's going to lose early game no matter what. But then if you force the hunter to attack you, you pop up, the hunter has attack recovery, and then you hop the window and use your fucking boost, and then you jet out. I mean, yo, he's going to be so annoying. I don't think he can stay underground for 45 seconds. I did this on live feed. I thought it was 20 seconds. I don't think it's 45 seconds. That's too long. Am I wrong? He can't stay underground for 45 seconds. There's no way. There's no way. That's so broken. I'm pretty sure it's 20 seconds. Oh, where's Cats? Is Cats in the chat? Where are you, Cats? Come on down. Yeah, I'll invite you on Discord. It's 30 seconds. Jesus, man. Imagine if you can go under for 30 seconds. You force the hunter to hit you. Because, like, here's what I'm worried about against certain hunters, right? Like, it's different against Ripper. It's different against Gamekeeper, right? But for the hunters that have to use a regular attack, you know what I'm really worried about? I'm worried that I'm gonna like try to scramble away. They're gonna hit me, and then I'm out in the wide open, and I can't like really use it to my advantage. So what if you just use your digging ability? You kite like kind of around the window. You force them to hit you. You hop the window, and then you just take off. It's going to be such a nightmare. Now, obviously, there's going to be a counter strategy to that for a lot of hunters, but the hunters that don't have the ability, that's going to be very annoying. That's going to be very, very annoying. I think the Gamekeeper can hook. Like, I don't think it will do any damage, but I think it'll pop them up. But I don't know. So, I'm interested in that. I'm interested to see where the Gravekeeper is going to end up with their kiting strategy. Dakota. Yeah, Gravekeeper's definitely going to need a nerf on his duration. It's going to depend on how you use him, though. I've had Identity 5 since pretty much day one. But I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight mobile because I'm currently I'm the equivalence on mobile for Dead by Daylight mobile, and Identity 5 is tier 6. So right now I'm a tier 6 hunter and survivor in Dead by Daylight mobile, which isn't too difficult. It's not that difficult in my opinion right now. But yeah, I'm a top hunter, or rather top killer and top survivor on Dead by Daylight mobile. And then in Identity 5, I just play Identity 5 for the majority of the time having fun. So I think once I get my character to tier 5, I can only rank like, once a day, if that. Most of the time it's once every 2 days or so. And once I get that to tier 5, I'll probably, play on my ult. I like to play with friends, man. That whole competitive thing is just, I think it's under maintenance still, yeah. Enchantress buff, huh? Luca Top Guy, yeah, I see what's going on. Let's see what we have here. So we got this weird event. You can plant a fucking tree. Probably should be doing that in real life instead of on a video game, but we'll work with it. God, I'm getting old and grumpy. Yeah, this is pretty much Gravekeeper coming out. I'm excited for that. I really am. All this other stuff I don't care about. Nah. Enchantress is not getting buffed, yo. You're trolling. That's what you're doing right now. You trolling. Yeah, you trollers. Go do your schoolwork. No, I don't care about the costumes tour. Like once in a while, you know, I'll buy them to support the game at the end of the day. But you know, how my question is how are our servers doing? I'm just saying, when you're gonna make an investment in the game, why is it that I only get 6 matches in 2 hours in tier 4, tier 3, tier 4? I get 6 matches, like 6 to 8 matches. If lucky, if I get 8 matches, 6 matches sometimes. It's ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous. I don't get me wrong. You know, it's one thing if you like make a complaint, like if somebody comes out with, you know, a whole bunch of skins and then you're like, oh, why didn't you come out with a skin with this character? You know, it's like, yo, they can only work on certain skins. You know, like be happy. But then there's a difference when like we've had the same amount of servers as what we have had since the launch of the game. And that's the unfortunate truth, actually. And then you know what's really sad is that like you have all these new and upcoming players that are, you know, playing, they're trying so hard, and it's like, man, like some of the top players right now in Identity 5 wouldn't have even have made top 50 probably in season 1. Actually, they were around in those seasons, and some of them couldn't even break top 25. But a lot of the top tier players are just, you know, they left. You know, that shouldn't take away from other people's achievements, though. You know, it's good that we still have a lot of high tiers who are playing. They've adapted. It's a different game now. It's a different culture. And you know, they should be happy about that. But I do worry just about the overall server. You know, there's a lot more casuals in my opinion than a lot of the hardcore fans. And the problem with casual players is that there's no like sustainability. So like the game was sustainable based on a very, very high population of dedicated players, and a lot of them are leaving. And so although right now the influx of casual players are offsetting that a little bit, eventually what's going to happen is that if this doesn't offer stability and all these players who did are leaving, then eventually this is going to kind of dissipate in its own way. So the sex jokes you made about the Dream Witch's ears still haunt me. You know, I say so much stupid shit that I don't remember that joke, but I'm sure it was awful. I wish that, yeah. So I think it's still under maintenance. We're going to take a check right now. I'm not playing. It's just, you know, loaded in. What's going on, my friend from Brazil? So we're going to answer this up. We got some questions. You guys can ask me anything, whether it's the coronavirus or Identity 5, Dead by Daylight Mobile. I'm going to be on live feed for a little bit. I'm not going to spend too much time on this tonight because I have been drastically behind on my YouTube videos. All my video editors are giving me my videos, and I've been too lazy to post them, or too busy. A little bit of lazy, I'm not going to lie. Delete enchanters. Is DBD similar to Identity 5? It's very different. Very, very different. You have to actually rely on your environment and looking behind you and trying to predict the killer's movements. There's a lot more brain usage in Dead by Daylight Mobile, in my opinion. But maybe I've been playing Identity 5 too long. So, let's see what we got. Is there a trick that helps you charge your owl faster? No, just make sure you have that direct line of sight. Let's see. Do you have any predictions to when DBD Mobile will go global? To my understanding, DBD Mobile will go global this spring, so it's pretty soon. Do you feel like the countries are taking good precautions in the corona situation? Do you think, for example, EU is behind? It depends on what we're talking about. Europe, there right now, I'm not sure if you guys know, but the chief of medicine or something like that in Italy just died from the coronavirus. Italy is really impacted by the coronavirus, so each country is its own different thing in regards to coronavirus. I actually think that the United States is doing an awful job. I think we're doing an awful job. There's a nursing home that got affected over here in Washington. 15 patients just died from it. They have, I think, 53 workers who are exposed to potential coronavirus, and they can't test any of them. They don't have the test kits. So, it's a disaster. Coronavirus is a disaster because you have some medical professionals who are trying to make you too relaxed, And then you have others who are making it hyperbolic, so the general public doesn't know what to believe. So I can't even get mad when, you know, you got that Facebook doctor. I always call them Facebook doctors. You know, the people who've never studied medicine, never have even learned how to read research, conduct research. And then they go and they tell everybody else medical advice, you know, those sorts of people. I can't even be mad at them right now because there's actually legitimate people who are undervaluing this, like Ben Carson. You know, he's a great neurosurgeon, but I disagree with his analysis on this, which I'm entitled to since I am a licensed healthcare professional. I disagree with his analysis. So just right now, it's all over the place. Let's see what else we got. If they buff Blood Queen hunters shouldn't complain that survivors are OP. I don't think Blood Queen needs a buff. She's banned a lot, right? Persuade wins forward OP boy will get S tier OP skin. I don't know. That's a good question. That's actually a very good question. Bro, only way to stop Corona is drink Corona beer. Yeah, I had an ambulance ride cost $3,000 for like a 15-minute trip. Yep, that sounds about right. It's disgusting. Let's see. How you get your beard that good? Is it just genetics? I'm lucky, I guess. It took me a long time to grow it in, though. When I first started it, it was patchy and stupid. And I never thought I could grow it until I got so lazy that it grew in and we cut it up. No, I haven't seen that skin for Priestess. Well done, China. Try to... Yeah, I agree with you. I can absolutely, definitively tell you that I disagree with the Chinese government and how they handle the coronavirus. And we actually have a lot of Chinese viewers, people from the Chinese community, and you know, that's not you know what's interesting with any sort of country that you criticize is that sometimes the people take it very personally, and it's like, no, I'm not criticizing your culture or your way of life, but I can look at a government and their decision on something, and then I can, you know, analyze whether I agree with that decision or not, and that has no bearing on their people, their way of life. I can definitively tell you that I do not agree with how the Chinese government handled this virus. And, you know, unfortunately, that's something what happens with that sort of government structure. You know, but in the same breath, I can also say that, you know, America, we're so bureaucratic that we cannot test people like they are in South Korea. So, I mean, each country has got things that we can pick at. I don't agree with how they initially addressed it. I think that they've worked very hard in trying to contain it afterwards. But to my knowledge, I hear that they're trying to say that they've been able to beat the virus. That's a very, very worrisome words to say, unless it's true. And unfortunately, you know, me believing in what governments tell me, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I do understand that there's a history behind, you know, governments trying to assert a certain agenda, and that happens in many different countries, not just a specific one. So I'll be wary until the research backs that up. Will I get a glow up? What's that mean? Why did everyone decide to go on vacation suddenly? I don't know. That's just how it works. Okay, so you guys have a lot of questions about the coronavirus. I can answer those questions. Yeah, I know there's none left in stores. So here's the problem with the coronavirus. We're about to go ham, all right? And again, I am not one of those YouTubers that, you know, I am trained in research. I have conducted research. I had to go through an institutional review board to get my master's degree. I've been in school for 7.5 years. I graduated. Then I had to pass my national boards. Studying the immune system was part of that. So this is a field that I feel like I'm comfortable talking about. However, I have never conducted research in immunology. That's how I say it. It's not how you say it. That's how I say it. So here's the thing. First of all right, so for the Facebook doctors who pretend that they're doctors, and those are always... Well, actually, before I say any of this, I'm going to start this off with something. You know, when you go in grad school, you're all excited. You're like, yo, I'm going to know so much information. I can't wait to learn all of this information. Like, I'm going to, like, preach it to everybody and, like, oh, I'm so excited. And when you're in grad school, you're hungry and thirsty for knowledge. It's very different from undergrad. So if you're in college and your 4-year degree, it's not the same thing. I totally understand how you're probably feeling. But graduate school is a whole different thing. It's a whole, this is why I think less than 5% of the population make it to grad school. When you're in grad school, you're very hungry. Undergrad, you just kind of do it. and you're like ready. You're like, oh, I know all this stuff. I'm learning all this knowledge, right? But once you actually become a practicing clinician, like you'll see something, and you'll be like, I have no idea what the fuck that is. It's like you actually, like in a weird way, like you kind of like become humble. You know what I mean? Like I never understood why my doctor always would be like, honestly, I don't really know. Like in my mind, I'm like, how do you not know you're a doctor, right? And then when you become a practicing clinician, it's because you learn when to say you don't know something. You learn when to say, I don't know. Let's look into the research, right? So you learn all this knowledge, and then all of a sudden when you have to apply, you're like, I don't know, right? So my problem with the Facebook doctors is that they're the opposite. They know nothing, and they pretend they know everything, and it's so fucking scary. So unbelievably scary. I mean, there was one girl on Facebook today talking about how she has a weak immune system, and she was wondering what she should do. Now, as a medical professional, I gave her the best advice you could do. Go talk to your doctor. You have a weak immune system. You need to talk to your doctor because there may be special precautions. And on there, I got like all these Facebook doctors like, oh, you have to drink this certain grapefruit that's going to help your immune. I'm like, what? This person has a weak immune system. They could die, and you're giving them advice because you don't know when to shut the fuck up and say I don't know something. So be careful of those people. All right, but let's talk about the coronavirus. All right, so here's the thing. First of all, the coronavirus is not the flu. I can't stand that. That's why I couldn't stand the Ben Carson comment, the famous neurosurgeon, about it's not the flu. It's a whole separate thing from the flu. And that's an important distinction because now the elderly and the vulnerable population, they have to be able to they are now worried about two separate things, right? When you just tried to say that the coronavirus is like the flu, you're categorizing it as one thing as if, oh yeah, we've already been dealing with the flu. No, like this is something different. All right, like this is a different thing from the flu. So now we got to worry about both of them. All right, so if this replaced the flu, theoretically we could, I guess, make that argument. It would still be a bad argument, but you could theoretically make the argument. It would be a bad argument, but you could make it. You can't make that argument. It's not from the same family. It's not the same thing, and it's something that we have to worry in addition to the flu. So you can't compare the two. All right. Now the problem is, I'm going to try to be as objective as I can right now. So mortality rate. How many people are going to die? All right. The mortality rate. It's hard to predict right now. The World Health Organization says that the coronavirus mortality rate can be 3.4%. Now there's problems with that number. Okay. Because there's so much bureaucracy in America right now, as an example, that we can't test everybody. So the only cases that are being reported to the media, for the most part, are the cases where they're severe enough where somebody gets hospitalized. Those are severe cases. There is data from South Korea that is the mortality rate is 0.6%, substantially lower than 3.4% because they're being more aggressive in testing everybody. Okay? So the mortality rate, we don't know. We don't know how many people are going to die from this, right? But the one thing that's clear is that it's substantially, as of now, higher than the flu. The flu mortality rate is about 0.1%. It's definitely less than 1%, but there are some predictions that it's 0.1. So when you look at just America and you say, okay, 60,000 people have died from the flu, that is 0.1%. So then when you say the coronavirus is going to be 0.6 to 3.4%, that 60,000 is a lot bigger now because we're talking something that is substantially higher statistically. But what's happening right now is, first of all, people have asked, how long does it take to make a vaccine? A vaccine can take, at earliest, in my opinion, a year and a half. Some people will say a year. I think they're being generous. And that's if the virus doesn't mutate, right? You make a vaccine on something and then it mutates and it's like the flu. The other thing that you can't compare the coronavirus to the flu, guys, the flu has been around for 2,000 years. We actually have, to a degree, a natural immune to the flu, and then we get 2 vaccines or 1 vaccine a year, depending on your beliefs, because there's new strains, or strands rather. So this is something new. There is no immunity to this. There is no human evolution to this. It's its own thing. So it's not the flu. That's my biggest problem is when people say it's like the flu. It's not the flu. Don't compare it to the flu. So now, speaking of that, so it's definitely not the flu. Mortality rate is higher, right? That doesn't mean, completely be hysterical and panic in society. We also don't want the population to go AWOL, right? It's not good to panic the entire population because it's not fair. It's not fair to them, and there's a lot of uncertainty. So that's my problem with the coronavirus right now, is that people are comparing it to the flu. You couldn't be more inaccurate than that. It's not the flu. It's nowhere near the flu. It's not the same thing, not from the same family, has a whole different mortality rate. It may even be there's people talking about airborne now, right? Different things. It's not the same. Does that mean that you should, be in an underground bunker? No. So anyways, that's what's very annoying. We don't have enough test kits right now, and a lot of American healthcare workers are in the front lines, and we're all like, what the hell? But it doesn't mean have a mass panic either, but it also means don't pretend like this is silly. There are already people dying. There are health professionals who are dying who are a lot healthier than you and me. So, and there's the conspiracy theories I just don't agree with, that this is biological, man-made. It's all silly. What's going on, Lucas? Yeah, and this has been considered a pandemic. This has been defined as a pandemic from the World Health Organization. To my knowledge, I don't think during an active pandemic we've ever been able to control one. So, we'll see. Yeah, I know schools have been closed. I haven't gotten the flu shot. I always recommend the flu shot. Don't get me started on people who try to say that they got the flu from the flu shot. It's literally impossible. You shouldn't be allowed to have bad opinions. You cannot get the flu from the flu shot. Severe storm. I don't know what you're going on about. I haven't talked about antibiotics. We know that right now the most exposed population is the elderly. You're a pandemic. You're a pandemic. People can be allergic to the flu shot. You should speak to your doctor about whether you should get the flu shot. So, why you get sick after getting the flu shot? So sometimes people will have a minor reaction. You can see this available information on the CDC. You can have a minor reaction. You can have a fever, headache, shortness of breath, things as such. Also, you got to make sure you don't have an allergy. So that's why you need to speak to your doctor about whether you could have an allergy to the flu shot. But you cannot get the flu from a flu shot. Like, you can't. It's not a thing. And if you get sick after getting the flu shot, it's either because you have a different strain that the flu shot did not cover, or the symptoms are significantly less. It's not like, this is not like an opinion piece. Like, you can have an opinion on your politician, you can have an opinion on philosophy and religion. You cannot, like, you quite literally can't get the flu from the flu shot. It drives me crazy when I go on Facebook and people are saying that, and it's like, you can literally Google why you cannot. Like, it's right there. It's like a 5-minute Google search. You're good. You don't need a master's degree. Just go on there and look it up, You have all these people, I will never get the flu shot because I've got the flu and I've had it. You didn't get the flu from the flu shot. Chances are you were sick already. It takes up to 2 weeks for that thing to take into effect. It doesn't happen right away. And if by the offset chance you do get the flu, it's not the most deadliest one, which was contained in the vaccine, which would have probably have really significantly either killed you if you're an elderly, or killed your child if you're pregnant inside you, or if you're a newborn child. So when there's 60,000 people who die from it, go talk to their families and tell them that the flu shot's not worth it. Let's see what we got. What other questions we got? I like her ears because they give me something to grab onto. Yeah, I remember that DreamWorks joke now. All right. So, in terms of, do you guys have any other questions about Identity 5, Dead by Daylight, coronavirus? I opened up the questions for it. Oh, how did it? Are you talking about the coronavirus? That's a whole separate discussion. That's funny. Is DBD broken? What do you mean by broken? Do you mean DBD mobile? Hi, Limes. Good to see you. I don't know how much time is left, to be honest. What's your favorite hunter? In Identity 5, my favorite hunter that I have the most fun with. Whatever hunter I can win with. You can understand how to use Dream Witch. You just got to practice her. Hey, you have a good night as well. Thank you for that compliment. Mercenary will still be better than Gravekeeper. Do I think IDV is balanced? I think it's more balanced than what it used to be. Oh, hey, no problem, Marble. Hey, Marble. Go and find friends to play with. Your win rate will definitely go higher than that, I promise you. I don't think so, Slipper. I don't think that there's going to be an ability to ban an entire class. Yeah, Dead by Daylight, the field of view, I don't know what they're doing with that. For those who don't know, Dead by Daylight Mobile just changed your field of view. So, like, everything's super zoomed in for the survivors when we're not used to it, so it feels weird. Is she meta? Is Geisha meta? I don't think so. I could be wrong, though. Could I do a Robbie guide? I haven't found any tips. I want to go prepare to rank. Robbie is very difficult because even if you're good with his orbs, some survivors are better at avoiding them. And so, especially when they transition away, you don't really have anything. So, you know what's annoying about Robbie is that your orbs, when they hit, or used to, when they hit the rocket chair, they disappear. That's so stupid. It's a lot harder to prevent the rescue unless you get the persona timing down correctly, which is a whole different discussion. Gravekeeper tier. We have to see Gravekeeper in action. I like kiting. Hi. Always again a new chase ability? I haven't seen it. For Seer, do you recommend South and East builds or West and East? South and East. Oh, I don't know. It depends. It depends. I personally would go East and West or West and East. I don't like using Seer as a rescuer, but you can use Seer as a rescuer. But usually you have a mechanic and a mercenary in high tiers. I've seen Seer players change up. I think the best thing that Seer players do is that they're dynamic. So they look at the chemical makeup of their team and they adapt. And essentially what they say is, okay, really, what is the makeup of my team? What do I need to use? He's more of a dynamic character. People do play him differently, though. There are multiple high tiers that have different builds with him. Let me put it that way. I think that's a better way of saying it. Do you think shops should limit purchases per person more? I don't think it's going to be hard for them to do that. I think it's going to be hard for shops to do that. I think that what we need to do is make sure that the shops are not increasing their prices, because that's taking advantage of the people in a dire situation. I don't know what you're talking about, Word Up. That's an interesting question. I don't remember a coordinator skin. It could have. I'm just saying I'm uneducated about that. You could still go outside. You could still go outside. It's not that bad yet. Would you rather eat a baby goat or a matter baby? A matter baby? What's a matter baby? Oh, let's see. Have you seen the new Identity 5 contest? It looks like new A-tier skins are coming with this contest. I have. I'm uninterested in it. I know that sounds negative. I'm not trying to be negative, but I am trying to be honest. I'm uninterested in it. I will not be participating in that. I'm just not, like, into that sort of thing. I know it's good for the community and stuff. Like, it is. Like, I'm not telling you guys not to be excited for it. But, like, when I find out that I can do all this stuff for another skin, that's a lot of work from me. I got 'em, boys. Wait, what's matter, baby? Wait. Oh, my God. I always fall for this shit. Or a matter, baby. Or a matter. Would you rather eat a baby goat or a matter, baby? What does it matter, baby? I'm matter, baby. Somebody. Why y'all laughing? Wait, hold up. Have I ever been toxic? Yeah, definitely. What's the matter, baby? Oh my. Fuck it, yo. Yo, yeah, yo. Doesn't even matter. All right. So, okay. Doesn't even matter. I knew it. I knew what the joke was. I just what I was doing was pretending like I didn't know the joke so it'd be funnier. Okay, you got me. Fuck. Alright, what other questions I can't believe, dude, I'm such an old man. I'm turning into an old man. I seriously am so stupid. I fall for that stuff all the time. Nah, I already see that dog thing. I ain't doing that. Alright, what do you do when haters get salty with you? Oh my god, so, you know, I almost made a community post. I was gonna be like, hey, my videos, I'm getting less dislikes than I'm used to. Are my haters okay? Are you guys okay? You taking good care of yourselves? But I knew like my community would be like, why are you posting this? So I didn't post it. So you gotta have just confidence in who you are, dude. Like there's gonna be people who just don't like you. And you know what? It's not that their concerns are invalid, right? So you don't need to invalidate their concerns. You can just be like, so like, for instance, like, what do I do with salty and haters? There'll be people who are like, oh, I don't like his sense of humor, or I don't like his laugh. I think those are valid things to say. I think they're valid. So I'm not going to tell them, oh, your opinion is wrong. You know, like I get where you're coming from, but I'm going to be like, why am I focused on you when there are thousands of people over here who are like, hey, you know, at the end of the day, I see the whole package. He's all right. You know what I mean? So you're dealing with salty people and haters. It depends on what the salt is. You know, like I'm an incredibly salty person when I play video games. I don't even hide that. But like my salt is about the gameplay. It's about my gameplay. And usually I'm mad at myself, or I'm mad at the game, or whatever the case is. And my salt usually ends there. There's only a few players in the server that my salt extends to the personal character of who they are. Right? And I do a good job at, other than a Nori, you know, I've kind of done an okay job at keeping that controversy out. Right? So those people probably have valid reasons not to like me as well. That's okay. So how I deal with them is that I do my best, some days are worse than others, to ignore them. I got a beautiful girlfriend. I got a great community. Why am I going to change my personality for one dude who's on the computer that no one probably cares about, and that's why they're focusing all that negative energy on me? So but you know, that's been a growing process. I initially didn't care, and then there was a moment where I cared too much, and then there was a moment where I didn't care as much, and then there was another moment where I cared again, and now I'm at the point where like I think I'm at the point where like 95 to 98% of it doesn't bother me. And then that 1 to 2%, it's still there. It happens on very rare occasions. And, you know, Dariel had to get better at it too. Because I'm sure you guys are aware of this, but Dariel she's an African. She's a beautiful woman. But then, like, I'll get, like, people who are like, oh, like, you're an N-word lover. and things like that. And so that's something that Dariel and I had to like overcome, right? You have that racism that's out there. So there's like, and then people will get meaner and meaner to try to elicit a reaction out of you. And so what they'll do is, like, the more confident you get, the lower that they go to try to get a reaction out of you. So what it is that eventually what it comes down to is that when you have a supportive community, and like, you know, like, I don't ever pretend that I'm perfect. You guys, like, 1 minute we can talk about the coronavirus and the research, and the next I'm making sex jokes about Dream Witch's ears. You know, because you kind of see, you on live feed, you'll see me lose my shit and be super salty, but I'll still say good game by the end of the game, you know? So you see all of me, right? And one of the things that Dariel taught me is that it's actually disrespectful when you acknowledge the haters, when you have thousands of people trying to message you and try to just say, hey, like, let me give you an example. It's disrespectful because you're giving attention to that one sour apple when you have other people who are really trying to, like, reach out to you. Why are you focusing on the wrong people? So how you can deal with your haters and loved ones is focus on your loved ones. So, like, I got this message. I won't tell you who it is, right? So I got this message on Monday. And it goes, dude, your posts always cheer me up. I lost my mom 2 weeks ago, and he told me his age or her age. Thanks for the good vibes. You're a great man. You know, so this is somebody who just tragically lost their mother or father, actually their mother. And, you know, they went out of their way to message me, which was really cool, and, you know, show me some love. So this is a person who's going through a really hard time in their life. They just lost their mom. And in that moment in their life that they'll remember for the rest of their lives, they thought, I want to go to Persuadable and send him a nice message, right? Which is more about him than me, because it shows that even during such a tragic moment in this person's life, they actually still want to be able to make somebody else feel better. That's a remarkable person. So when I get messages like that, why am I going to focus on somebody over here who's complaining about my character tier list, that's valid. That they don't like my laugh, again, valid. They don't like my jokes, valid. They don't like my personality, valid. But why, like, this is who I am. Like I got a good support group over here, and they're going to tell me the areas that I need to grow in. But, like, I also don't want to overanalyze every aspect of my life. That's a miserable life, you know. This is who I am. You either like it or you don't. If you don't like it, I'm not going to argue with you. But, you know, don't try to make me change for what you feel is pertinent. That's actually very narcissistic and self-centered. You know, like, there's people who are YouTubers, and I don't like their personalities. I don't talk to them. I don't go up to them. I don't tell them to change so they can change their personality that suits my needs. They stay over there. I stay over here. So that's a long answer. That's a very long answer. But let me tell you, it took a long time to get there. It took a long time, a lot of frustration. You got to stop reading too into the comments, and just do your thing, man. Do your thing. Can you and Dari please adopt me? Sure, we'll adopt you. That's actually one of the harder things that I had to learn, because then people were trying to come after me, and you got to remember Dari, like I said, she's a black woman, and you have, you know, people in my own country who would love nothing more to see us both hang, because they don't believe in interracial stuff. So, you know, you gotta deal with more than just trolls. You gotta deal with actual evil and hatred. Most trolls are just desperate. They're desperate. Miserable people are miserable online. That's how it works. Happy people don't go online and be miserable. So when you're trolling me and you're being miserable, as a clinician, it's hard for me to be really mad at you, because I already know everything about your life, but I know nothing at all about you. Does that make sense? Because I already know you're miserable. I already know that you're lacking love, you're lacking something that makes you miserable, and therefore you displace it online. If you were truly happy, if you were truly a cool person, you would not be wasting your time going online being super hateful. So when you become hateful, there's something that you're lacking in your real life. And I actually won't judge you for it. I get it. Maybe you don't recognize it, so I feel sympathy that you're acting in a way that you haven't been able to have insight. So how do I expect you to have better judgment in your own individual lives when you don't even have the insight in regards to the deficit? You always need insight before judgment. But in regards to, so trolls, I can deal with. But then, man, oh man, there's some really evil, hatred people out there. Like, really? And you learn how to deal with that too. All right, what else do we got? What other questions? I'm sorry, I went on a little rant right there. But I do try to answer your questions as thoroughly as possible. I do promise you that. Hey, Purse, can you adopt me? Yeah, we'll adopt you. Dari and I will just adopt you all. I feel like I shouldn't be making these important decisions without her. What was your career again? I'm an occupational therapy practitioner. Are you expecting for new Identity 5 diaries to come? I don't know. I don't pay too much attention to them, if I'm going to be honest with you. I wonder why people dislike videos that don't hurt anyone. Just like click out of the video. It's okay. They can dislike it. You know what's interesting though is that when you dislike my video, you're still giving my video a view. So like in a weird way, I do know that there's a few people who dislike every video of mine, but what they don't realize is that technically they're paying me to dislike me. So like at the end of the day, who's winning that battle? So we don't want them to go away. Keep clicking and disliking all you want. That's okay. We love you too, boo-boos. Why am I a nerd? I've always been a nerd. I can't handle it. You know what's super annoying too about that is that there'll be people, because you know the good thing about all of you is that you guys have incredibly bad taste, and some of you actually think I'm handsome. The funny thing is that like I remember in high school and like whenever you have like the quote unquote like nerd things, there would be people who would like undervalue me and would be like, he's not a real nerd, he doesn't watch anime, he's just doing it because he's trying for the attention. And like they would judge me. I don't know, it's stupid. It's just okay, I've watched every episode of Naruto. Yeah, okay, I don't watch that was when I was younger, but alright, let's see what else. Big spoon or little spoon? Alright, you know what? In all fairness, the big spoon, little spoon. So for those who are not in America or who don't understand that's not just an American thing. Big spoon means you're the one that's cuddling your girlfriend or boyfriend. And little spoon means you're the one that's being cuddled. So I'm going to blow your mind away. I'm going to blow your mind away right now. All of you. Every one of you. I feel like this should blow your mind. But yeah, here's this should end the debate as to whether you want to be big spoon or little spoon. I mean it. I really think that we can scientifically prove whether big spoon or little spoon is better. And if y'all want to know the answer is little spoon. Because when you're big spoon, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but man, my arm gets tired because like I'm cuddling you and then I don't know what the fuck to do with this arm. So like I slide it over here, but then I'm laying on my fucking bicep and then my bicep gets numb because all my weight. And then I gotta move my arm, which moves the little spoon. And then, like, if I go up here, then my fucking latissimus dorsi gets overstretched and my trapezius is all fucked up. When I'm a little spoon, I don't gotta worry about shit. I'm cuddling, bro. I'm cuddling. I'm on, like, paradise. I'm being cuddled. But big spoon is a lot of responsibility. I got my arm over her. What do I do? What do I do with this arm? Do I lay on? Do I put a pillow? It don't matter. Bro, I'm getting fat. When my fucking head hits the pillow, hits my arm, and then I gotta like move my arm, but then I move my arm, and then because I'm moving my arm, I move the little spoon. Little spoon is now all fucked up because I'm moving. None of us are comfortable, but when I'm little spoon, there's no obligation. I lay there. I'm useless. Just saying. Yeah, that too. Women. Some of you women have big ass heads too. You laying on the damn bicep. Oh, dude, like, you make my head... Okay, I'm done. One arm goes under her head. Yeah, what happens if you have... What happens if your head is bony? Well, you got a big-ass head. What if your head's bigger than mine? There's no answers to these questions. I'm just saying. Are you Arabian? No, I'm Italian and Swedish. I'm American, but my ancestors come from Sicily and Sweden. No, I'm not Arabian. I'm actually white. I'm very white. But well, it depends, cause Italians, they're racist with each other. Some Italians consider the Sicilians as like the bottom of the barrel sort of Italians. All right, let's go in here. See what we got. Persuade, do you know who? No, I don't. I don't really watch YouTubers, man. People try to tell me I remind them my profile picture on Discord of Keemstar. I have no idea who the fuck that is, dude. I really don't. The only popular YouTuber that I'm really familiar with, I actually kind of like listening to Joe Rogan. I know who that is. He's fun. But like all of the other stuff, like I do know the Paul brothers because of their UFC and boxing shenanigans. But like, what is their name? Logan Paul and Jake, whatever his name is. I've never seen a single video of them. I do know who Ninja is. And I do know who Tfue is, but that's it. I don't know anyone else. So like Ots David. Oh, I've heard of PewDiePie. I've never seen a PewDiePie video in my life. I really don't. It's not that I don't. I don't watch YouTubers. I really don't. So I've never seen a PewDiePie video. I have no idea who Keemstar is. Can you guys name some other people? I'm serious. Just name some other people. I'm gonna tell you if I know them. The David dude, I have no idea. And Higa, I don't know who that is. Smosh, I don't know who that is. Mr. Beast, I have no idea who that is. I know who Grizzly is. James Charles. I only know James Charles because of like a recent article. Mark Pila, no Filthy Frank, Davey 504. I know cats. Jack Septic Guy, I don't know who that is. Jenna Marbles. Oh, I do know of a Jenna Marbles as a person like that has a YouTube, but I don't know who they are. I do know John and Blue, Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star, yes, I've actually seen a Jeffree Star video. Okay, so maybe I am. I don't know who Sniper Wolf is. Wrecker, I don't know who that is. The Dolan Twins, nope. Vanos, nope. Yogs Cast, nope. I'm not saying that word. Jaden Animation, I don't know who that. H2O Delirium, nope. Jerma, Alexi, EDP, nope. The Odd One Out, nope. Silent Droid, no. Vsauce, no. I do know Exilium. I know like some of the Identity 5 stuff, but I don't know like all of the like popular YouTube. I've never watched Alpha, no. Mercs Man, no. James, no. Mark Plier, no. Game Grumps, nope. Joe Mama, nope. Fitz, no idea. Foozy, nope. Alpha Chicken, hi. Terrorizer, no. I know of Alexio. I miss Alexio. Or am I thinking of Exilio? Persuadable's not that funny. I'm quite obnoxious. Sky does Minecraft, nope. Gloom, nope. Jack Films, nope. Wildcat, Nana, nope. Penguins, nope. H3, nope. No idea what that is. Dan Plan, nope. I don't know these guys. Cryotic, nope. Vixter, nope. Gigawatt, you're funny. Dan TDM. Peppa, no. Sidemen, I don't know any of these people. Guys, at KSI, I've never watched KSI, but I just know of them because of that boxing fight. First Gaming Soldier. I know First Gaming Soldier. Oh, we just became friends on Discord. First Gaming Soldier was nice to me. So he's okay in my book. Shinlim, nope. So yeah, so anyways, like I said, Shroud. That sounds familiar, but I don't think so. Oh yeah, so what's going on? So I heard we got Farmville in this game. So what do I gotta do for that? Let's go over here. Hold on. Liza, no. Liza, maybe. Generis, nope. The JRM, nope. Yeah, I don't even watch Persuadable. Dude's trash. I've never played Minecraft in my entire life. I've never played Minecraft. I honestly don't even know what it is. It's like Minecraft is like a block game, right? With like a pickaxe and stuff. I've seen like pictures and stuff. But Minecraft, right? Am I right? It's like a block thingy. You have like a fucking pickaxe or something and you can... Roblox. Roblox, I know a lot of my community members tell me I need to play it. It's like I seriously have never seen Roblox. I have no idea how that's played. I don't know what it is. Like I know it's like a robot game or something, right? I do know Neopets, yes. So you're going back into my time. Neopets, yes. What do I do with my life then? I read research in the medical field. That's what I do. I'm like a one-trick pony. Don't make fun of me. I Alien, yes, I know I Alien. Well, in terms of his YouTube. RuneScape, yes, RuneScape is my generation. Like, we're talking 2004 RuneScape, yes. Frogger. Bob Burgers, I have no idea what Bob Burgers are. Pokemon, of course. Pokemon came out, I think, in 98, so I was 8 years old. Where do I go for this thing? Treasure. Oh, that's stupid. Oh, yeah, that's right. We can buy Gravekeeper now. Can you guys give me 1 second? Give me 1 second. Yeah, my bad. What were you talking about? What was... do you wear deodorant when you're at your house? Oh yeah, of course you have to. Maki, my. Oh, I almost fell for that one. I almost fell for that one. Okay, so, yo, where do I go for this stuff? I can't remember how to. Grizzly. Let's see what we have here. Hold on. you guys are trying so hard to get me to say some stupid shit on live feed. So this is the early access, and this is the regular one, 318. Okay, we'll get the early access one. Wait, which one's this? I wish like there was a best way to get skins. Hold on, I want to play this guy. See, like, we're gonna see something here. You know what's interesting? Why is Lucky Guy always last? You know what I mean? Like, Lucky Guy is always last. Every character that comes out, he gets pushed. But why? Like, all the other characters stay where they are. But why is Lucky Guy always pushed? Like, now Gravekeeper is in front of him. Y'all ever think about that? I don't know, I'm just saying. Alright, we're gonna see something. So, look at this stupid ass shovel. Who was that dude that tried to diss Eminem, MGK? It looks like fucking Machine Gun Kelly. This stupid ass shovel. This is what it is, dude. We're facing Machine Gun Kelly. Alright, so I want to see something. So what happens if you... I don't know if he's gonna hit me. I hope he don't hit me. Don't hit me. Oh, he hit me. Ooh, that's funny, dude. Look at that. You missed your whole skill and everything, so you really got to use it. I just got hit by a bot. Alright, so... I want to see something. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You should be coming. Yo, dude, that's gonna be so annoying. Yeah, you can kill me, bot. That's gonna be super annoying. So pretty much what you can do. So what I'm gonna be interested in as a strategy is if you just go underground right before a window and just camp it and force the hunter to hit you. Now you gotta be careful about Ripper Foggy Blades and all that stuff. I get that, but no, you can use a skill twice. You can pick up the, well, the difference, yeah, with and also with the shovel, when the shovel runs out, or his ability when it runs out, you can pick up another item when you've used your two abilities. Alright guys, on that note, I'm getting off live feed for now. I might go on Twitch. You guys can check me on Twitch. I don't even know if I'm going on there. I have to catch up with videos and video editors that I haven't been responding to because I'm irresponsible. And Gravekeeper is going to be interesting. You guys can catch me on Twitch if I do decide to come back on. Because I am coming out with some Dead by Daylight mobile content very, very soon. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Just like to do this on YouTube once every week just to show you guys love. But we'll be back on Twitch. Alright guys, you guys have a good day. I love you all. Stop fucking with stupid people. There are so many of us who appreciate you.